It's been said that there are two groups of people in this world, those who have tattoos and those who are afraid to get a tattoo. Well, after you meet Allan Irwin at Cutthroat Tattoo, I think that's going to change. It will change to say there are two groups of people, one group that has tattoos and the other group that doesn't have a tattoo yet.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Cutthroat Tattoos. My name is Allan. Thanks for coming in to see us today. I like to say I kind of got into it by accident, really. I was getting a lot of tattoos by one particular tattoo artist, and I kind of made friends with him, and just kind of luckily for me was able to hang out at the shop a lot as a friend. And one day I said, you know, you should teach me how to tattoo. I think I could help you. You look like you need the help, and it looks like something I could do. And they said, no, I don't think so. And I said, well, you know, that's cool. I mean, you're the professional. I don't know. You make it look so easy. It's probably harder than it looks, but it just looked like something I could do. Every day, whenever I wasn't at work, I'd go over to the shop and I'd start cleaning up or whatever other errands that they wanted me to do. And after several months of doing that, they decided to take me serious and said, I'll agree to take you on as my apprentice under the condition that you go to school. So I went and registered at college, a local community college, and I took art and business and math and English and all that kind of stuff. And that's how I started my apprenticeship. Even though I've been tattooing for 26 years, I still like doing little things like, you know, roses and stuff like that. I could do little tattoos all day long. I don't have a problem with that. Some tattoo artists tend to get a little snooty as they get into the profession after a while and say, I'm not doing little silly stuff like that because it's beneath me. I want to do real art. Well, it's as real as you can get. It's permanent, you know what I mean? If somebody comes in and wants to get a grilled cheese sandwich, I did a cheeseburger with a fairy sitting on it, taking a bite out of it one time. And I thought that was one of the funniest, coolest kind of little tattoos that I did. If somebody came in and said, I want a dolphin with a unicorn horn and Pegasus wings flying out of the top of my pants, I think that'd be hilarious and I'd want to do it. I've done like the little cartoon character of a guy pushing a lawnmower, cutting with like somebody's bald on the top, but they just got a little bit of hair, so they got the little guy pushing the lawnmower like he's cutting the hair off. You know, little cute things like that. If somebody comes in and they're younger and they don't have visible tattoos, and they want to get a tattoo on their hands or their face, like an 18, 19, 20-year-old, something like that, and they're not already fully sleeved and they want to get a tattoo on their hand or their face, I'm really going to try to talk them out of that, because, you know, it might be cool right now, but you have no idea where your life's going to take you, and having a tattoo on your face or your hands or something may prevent you from getting a job later in life. And if you're only 18, 19, or especially if you're 16 or 17, I'm not going to do that. But the bottom line is, if I sit here and tell you, you really don't want to put this on your face like that, have you thought about the fact that it may preclude you from getting a job later in life? And if they say, I really don't care, dude, you're not my daddy, I got the money, this is what I want, ultimately I'll probably end up doing it, because if I don't, they'll just go to the guy down the street and get it, and it's better that I make the money than somebody else make the money. So at least if I do it, I know it'll be done right, but I will try to talk you out of it. I had a mother and daughter come into a tattoo shop I was working at the time, and the girl was about 15 or 16 years old, and this was really a long time ago, and they came in together, and the vibe that I got when they came in was that the daughter wanted a tattoo, but the mom really didn't want the daughter to have the tattoo, but she was just so tired of the daughter yamming about it that she just gave in and said, all right, fine, I'll take you. And I kind of thought that maybe she'd be happy if I tried to talk the daughter out of getting a tattoo, you know what I mean? Because what she wanted was a big old skull on her arm, and I thought, you know, you might think that's cool now, but in 10 years, you're so not going to think that's cool. You know, you're going to be walking down the aisle getting married with a big old hunking skull on your arm. It's not very, you know, so I just thought maybe I'd be doing a mom a favor by telling her, you know, you probably shouldn't do that. What ended up happening was the mom cussed me out, saying I knew what she wanted when I brought her in here, and who are you to tell her she can't have a skull? I knew she wanted a skull when I brought her in here. So I said, I'm sorry, I think we got off on the wrong foot. Let's start all over again. Hi, my name's Allan. How can I help you? She wants to get this skull on her arm, and I said, get out. And what ended up happening behind all that, though, was a couple of months later, out in the parking lot, I found a shoebox tied up with twine, and out of curiosity, I picked it up and opened it up, and it was all kind of voodoo stuff inside. Those people, whether it was the girl or the mom or both together, whatever, were so upset with me refusing to do the tattoo that they put a voodoo curse on me. Had a little doll that was supposed to be me with pins in its hands and all kind of stuff. Over the years, I've taught several people how to tattoo, and probably the first 3 people that I taught how to tattoo, I think, have done the most with themselves. The first person I ever taught how to tattoo was a guy named Yancey Miller. And then the next person I taught how to tattoo was, his name's Andrew, but everybody knows him as Drew. And then there's another guy named Court Chatinier. And the last I heard, Drew was in Austin and Court was working out in LA. So they've all done really well for themselves and, you know, moved on beyond what I could teach them. I mean, I'm not saying that I taught them to be the artists that they are, but I taught them the mechanics of tattooing. And it was the same thing for me when I learned how to tattoo. You know, that you can only, your mentor only can teach you so much, and then it's up to you as an artist to use those basic building blocks and tools that you've learned in order to express yourself artistically through the medium of skin, you know. And you know, these people have thrown themselves into their work and have done quite well, and I'm very proud to say that I've taught those people how to tattoo.